In this video, I'm going to take you through a week of marathon training as a slow runner here in Nashville. I'm also going to be going over a couple of random tips that have helped with my running specifically, and what I actually use to capture my runs. Spoiler alert, it's not my phone. It's something a little bit different. If you do enjoy the video, consider subscribing if you haven't already and giving the video a like. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's vlog of me marathon training. There is didn't see that coming. All right, it's cold, so we're gonna go home. Some of those clips where it seemed like there was a lot of snow, I was actually using this light as a fill light to make it look like it was snowing more. Like this, look. On Monday, I actually I did an easy run, and I actually I didn't bring a camera. I didn't capture anything because Savannah was with me, and sometimes Savannah and I just really it's a way for us to kind of reconnect and just talk about random things without having to be distracted by our phones. After that, we ended up going to my mom's house to help just watch her place because they are currently out of the country. Savannah couldn't find any of my mom's plastic bags, so she used a dual-lined paper Trader Joe's bag. After we finished that, we ended up spending our Monday evening doing something I didn't think we were actually going to do, but I wasn't really surprised, considering this is how we approach things like this. What are you getting? This is very, very spontaneous. We were driving actually to get food, and we had 15 minutes, so we decided to stop by Best Buy, which is across the street, to get. It's very spontaneous. This is how I do all of the major purchases, honestly. Literally all of them, all cameras. I'm trying to go for an easy run, and I'm trying to figure out what shoes I'm gonna wear, and I want to save. I have 3 pairs of shoes. I want to save those for tomorrow because those are really good for long distances, and tomorrow I have like a 23-mile run. These are my Max Cushion shoes. I don't want to use these because I need something that helps with my calf because I'm having a little bit of pain like right here on my calf muscle, so I think I'll use these guys. These are the old Adrenaline GTSs. They have like almost 300 miles on them, but they still work. These shoes are the hardest on your body because there's not much cushion to them, but they really help stabilize your foot, which is what it's what I need right now. It's also 30-something degrees outside, so I'm gonna bring gloves. This should be fine. I really don't want to go outside right now, if I'm being completely honest. Also, I had somebody ask me what I use to film the runs, and I literally use this Pocket 3. The only thing that I do to the Pocket 3, because I do sweat a lot, is I put this gaff tape down here. It's just this little roll of gaff tape, but I put it basically over the charging port and the SD card slot. Again, it's because I sweat a lot, and I don't want to get anything down in there. And that's just to prevent it. The case that I use, I don't have to worry about any of the gimbal stuff because the case that I use is an aftermarket case. This will all be linked down below. But I use this case. That way, if like sweat drops on this, it's not going to hit the gimbal or the lens. The one that comes with the DJI is a little more open. And for me, since I sweat so much, I didn't really want to. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. They'll be linked down below. I'll put the gaff tape down there too. I think I got it on Amazon. You get like 6 rolls, and it's pretty cheap. The nice thing about gaff tape is it doesn't leave residue, which is why I use it on this camera, because I don't want to clean up like duct tape residue. It's the worst. All right, enough procrastinating. I gotta go run. So, like I mentioned before, I have a 23-mile run tomorrow, so this is just an easy run. It's supposed to be slow. I feel like this might just be me, but whenever I have an easy run, I want to go faster than I need to, and whenever I have like a fast speed workout, I want to go easy and like slow and everything else. But all that being said, I'm just out here for 5 miles. Nothing too crazy. It's supposed to be a nice slow pace, and I'm going too fast, and my heart rate's too high right now. But I'm gonna give it a little bit to see if my heart rate just goes down and kind of levels off, because that's kind of been the trend for the past couple of weeks. I need to slow down. This is my turnaround point. The wind picked up, but the temperature is still not super. It's not cold, which I'll take. Honestly, no, that's a lie. I'd rather run in the cold instead of running in the wind, but some days it's just you can't win them all. And one thing I've learned training for marathon stuff is you just have to kind of embrace whatever the weather is, and just know that some runs aren't going to be great and some runs are going to be amazing. That's just kind of the nature of this. So now the rest of the day today is going to be preparation for tomorrow, meaning that I'm going to try to stay off my feet. I gotta eat the right food, because those two things specifically have a huge impact on if tomorrow's going to be easy or tomorrow's going to be, well, it's going to suck. With my nutrition, it's not going to look like how you normally should do it. I know there's better ways to. It works for me. But it's going to come down to two things. One is going to be drinking a lot of water with electrolytes. And then the second one, well, the second one's not, some people may disagree with me on the second one, but that's okay. Oh, and I'm right now I'm going to cold plunge because for recovery and stuff like that, I've been doing it for about a month now, and I've noticed that I'm able to run faster, run longer, and I'm not nearly as sore after I do it. It really, if I'm being honest, it really sucks doing it initially, but it helps. I'm not gonna film me getting in the cold plunge for a couple of reasons. The biggest one is it's cold, and I'm not gonna record me whimpering, crying, or doing whatever else because it's hard, it's cold, it's not fun to do. And two, I think that's kind of weird. So I'm gonna cold plunge, and then I'm going to order lunch, I think. This looks really nasty, by the way. I probably need to change it. One thing that they don't tell you when you start cold plunging is you actually have to fix, or you have to deal with like the water and making sure that it's not gross and green. I have to change that every week, or it gets looking like that. The next day was actually the long run, so I didn't record anything for this video. So what you're going to see next is going to be the day after the long run. I just finished doing my ice bath. I didn't shoot anything yesterday. It's the day after, and I didn't shoot anything yesterday for this video. I shot things for another video, talking about just taking you on my long run. If you're interested in that, here's the first minute of the video. In this video, I'm going to take you along with me on a 23.5 mile long run in Nashville, Tennessee, as a slow runner training for my first marathon. This run didn't go as planned at all. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and liking the video and all those YouTube things. And with that, sit back and enjoy today's vlog. If you're interested in that video, it'll be linked somewhere up there. It's today I have a speed workout, only 6 miles, but it's also 20 degrees here in Nashville, and if I'm being completely honest, I really running in the cold is fun, but also at the same time it's not fun, because if you don't get it just right, then you're going to be too hot or you're going to be too cold, and I'm still terrible at gauging that. I think I'll be okay with tights, but honestly, I have no idea. I feel like people that grew up around this, they have a better grasp on how to really dress for cold weather, and I'm okay with that. Like, being from California, I'll be the first one to admit that I have no idea how to dress when the temperature varies at all. Like, I'm used to 70 degrees, and that's pretty much it. So it's still something that I'm still trying to figure it out. But I do enjoy it, though. I like the changing of the leaves, and it kind of makes the run a little bit more dynamic. But yeah, anyway, if you have any tips, please let me know, because I'm still figuring that out. Also, a little hack: if you don't like double knotting your laces like I do, like I hate doing it, and I like just doing the single knot, you can actually tuck your shoelaces into your shoes right here, or if you have like a little elastic band like these Brooks do, you can just tuck them in, and you'll never have to deal with that again. Tempo run, meaning that it's fast, but like still in control. It's 6 miles total, but the tempo part's like 3.5-ish miles. The first 2 is a warm up, so I'm trying to take it real slow, so that I have enough to actually put the effort in that I'm gonna need. If I'm being completely honest, most of the B-roll that you see in these videos is shot during my warm-up or my cool-down. I just layer it in there to make it seem like I'm like shooting the entire time. No, I'm not. On the important like things that I have to focus on, I'm not shooting very much at all. But I shoot enough to. Does that make sense? It's like a little movie magic, or whatever the term is. It's cold. My nose, like when you breathe in through your nose and like you get that tingling sensation around the outer part of your nostrils. That's what I'm dealing with right now. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's okay. It definitely could be worse, and I'm glad that I wore the tights and the my thicker gloves. I wore my thicker gloves today instead of my thinner ones that I ran with on my long run a couple days ago. Okay, back to the run. The last like 100 feet. Cool down. Whew. I just got back from my run, and I just finished ice bathing. That's why I'm in different clothing, and I have a different hat on. I know I've mentioned this before, or I've mentioned this twice already in the vlog, but me mentioning it twice it just highlights just how important and how much I actually believe in it, despite me being, when I started, I was super skeptical. And it's going to be ice bathing. When I first started, I thought it was kind of gimmicky. I thought it was kind of stupid, but I was curious. And I started doing it when I started this round of marathon training, just to kind of see if I could actually like recover faster and commit more during the training. And I can unequivocally say that it makes a big difference. I have found that my recovery time is shrunk by like a lot. I ran like close to a marathon a couple of days ago, and the last time I did that, I couldn't run for like a week and a half. And I wasn't injured. I was just super sore. And the fact that I can run a couple days after and do a pretty decent speed workout. The speed workout itself was okay. Towards the end, as I got more warm, I was able to push a little bit faster. Starting off, it was a little bit slower than I would normally like to go, but again, no complaints. And I attribute a lot of that to the ice bath, because that's the only thing that's really changed. I've kept my diet pretty consistent. I haven't tried to stay off my feet any more than I would normally. So that means the only thing is really just the ice bath. And I don't even run it that cold. I think we do, because of the tub that we have, we only can get it down to like, at the lowest high 40s. Normally it's sitting around like 53, 54 degrees, which isn't super cold. And because of that, I typically do longer. I do like 6 minutes, but it's enough for me to notice a big difference. So yeah, if you're interested in it, I would suggest trying it. Maybe start warmer and less time and then slowly ease into it, just to make sure that you're being safe and all that stuff. But if you're interested in ice bathing, or you're finding that you're getting more injured than you would like and it's taking longer to recover, try ice bathing. It really does. At least for me, it's really sped up my the recovery time.